Casper. Listen, I don't know what happened out there. It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then? Who was the idiot behind the wheel of your car, hmm? You're pathetic. You won't even admit when you made a mistake. How did they ever sign you?
Oh, Butler. Devon, I didn't see you there.
What, like, out on the track today? You nearly took me out, mate.
Look, I don't know what happened. You cut in, I swerved. Next thing I knew, Casper was out.
Whoa. Mate, I was nothing to do with it. Whatever that was all on you. Don't be trying to pass the blame, because you haven't settled in yet.
Sorry, Aiden. Just bear with us 1 sec.
No problem.
I think that's really just a case of rookie driver, rookie mistakes. These cars are a bit different, but Aiden's used to it now too.
You seem to find your feet quite quickly after you graduated from Formula 2. What advice would you give to Jackson in his first season?
Well, stay out of my way mostly. And taking out your own teammate isn't something I would make a habit of.
Almost ready, Aiden. We're just checking audio levels.
Sure.
Seriously, Casper must be wondering what on earth Williams were thinking.
That's great. Thanks, Devon.
Yeah.
Okay, Aiden. Let's talk about that incident with the team.
Well, there we go then. A pretty interesting end to events at Australia. It's all over the news, as you can see, team tussle at Williams, and not ideal. So we look at the email real quick, and it looks like so far so good. But we've got another phone call. This time it's Brian, so let's see what he's got to say.
Brian?
Talk to me. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Listen, what happened out there today? I had it all under control and then...
Look, let's not go through all that now. We'll talk about it at the debrief.
Right, yeah.
I was actually talking about your little run-in with Casper and Butler over in the paddock.
Oh, wow. News travels fast.
The paddock talks, Aiden. Besides, I've got ears like a hawk. Listen, Butler's a clown. The man's ego is bigger than a... No, I've got nothing. Don't give it a second thought.
Thanks, Brian.
But Casper? Yes, he can get a little hot-headed, especially after a race. But you have got to work with him. That manoeuvre today.
Wasn't my fault, Brian.
It probably cost us points. I'll level with you. A lot of people on the team are disappointed, Aiden. And I'll be saying as much to Casper. Now, learn from it and move on. But you can't let it happen again. I'll see you at the debrief.
Okay, so there we go. We've also got a interview and photo shoot apparently, so we'll keep an eye out for that. And first race in the books. Thank you very much, Simon Roberts. So let's skip ahead and let's see what happens next.
It's the Chinese Grand Prix here in Shanghai, and this track fast becoming a rookie's favourite. Alex Albon, remember him from last year? A brilliant race in his debut season, and it looks like Aiden Jackson's continuing the trend.
He really is, Croft. He's showing great promise so far this season.
Well, here's Ackerman now, going up behind his young teammate.
The rumour in the paddock, Crofty, is that the tension's building between these two. Let's see what happens here.
Here we go, Ackerman's going for it! Down the inside of the hairpin, he's bashed his teammate off the track!
What are you doing? Casper, what the hell?
Looks like Jackson's really struggling to get over that.
Okay, Aiden, keep it focused. Concentrate.
That brush with his teammate clearly affecting the young driver.
It looks like it has, Crofty. I can't see any significant damage to that car, so he's going to have to pull himself back into this race.
Okay, the gap behind is 3.0 seconds. Car's looking okay, Aiden. See if you can recover a few places.
What was that all about?
You can recover, Aiden.
That's not okay. That's really not okay.
Well, we've got it all to do then. We've got to recover the P10 before the end of the race. 6 laps to do it. Sounds like a challenge, so let's get into it. Let's see if we can make that happen. So Lando's first up. We're going to go hunt him down. And there's going to be some words after this race, I think. DRS on Lando. I think I'm a little bit too far back here to go for anything, but I might be able to spring a move on him into turn 2 if we have the front end on the car for that. I'm going for it. Bit of contact there, we barged through, but I don't care. Just need to get that one done. Waste no time. Alright, let's go after Esteban Ocon next. So we're in the raw tracks of Esteban Ocon. I'm going to use a bit of engine mode here. Bit of VRS as we close him down. I'm going to try and go for a similar move as the one with Lando here. Through the hairpin we go. Let's see if we can set him up at the final corner. This car definitely doesn't feel great. They've also removed the bollard here from the final corner, which is interesting and a massive improvement in my opinion. Fastest lap.
That was the fastest lap of the race.
And here we go. On the inside of Ocon to turn 1. Should be an easy one. We'll naturally have the better line as the thing tightens up a little bit. And there we go. So back up to P12. Sainz is next. Then there's Ackerman after that. I do wonder, is there going to be more contact once we catch back up to our teammate? Lap traffic getting out of the way. Magnussen first off. We've also got Giovinazzi as well, which will actually give us DRS as we get a bit sideways there. Through the banking. Trying to see if I can get underneath the Alfa Romeo. And we do. We'll get DRS as well, so we'll try to close in on Carlos Sainz here. I don't think we're going to get close enough though into the hairpin for a dive. But we're going to go for that move into turn 1. Easy does it through there. Back on the gas. There we go. Now set him up into the final corner. Oh, that inside curb just unsettled the car there, but look at the run we got out of there. Just like that, we're through.
Trailing our teammate by 1.6 seconds.
Just leave me to it, Jeff. I can see him. Time to get back what is ours as we set another fast lap. Here we are then. Let's try and pass our teammate. Easy does it through here, no need to take any risks. We can just sit behind and wait for the DRS to become available. Here we go. Slow and steady on the traction. Let's pass him, drain the battery. And that should be the objective done now. Once we've passed him, there we go. Up into P10. Devon Butler running in P8. I wonder if he's going to come into effect this race or maybe take part, who knows. But we've done it. Back ahead of Casper. And we're back into the points for the second race in succession in this. Of course, there have been rounds in between, but decent stuff.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Let's pass Alex Albon. He's the next one to get past. I think we could actually catch Butler here. 3.5, 2 laps to go. Definitely achievable. He usually does it through the banking. Now we're just going to kick out onto the back straight. This should be relatively straightforward here. DRS. There we go. Job done. And we're now P9 in this race. Let's see if we can pass Devon here. Trying to close the gap a little bit to get within DRS range so that we can pass him here on the penultimate lap of the race. A little bit of understeer kicking in, but there we go. We're within range now. Just going to drain the battery and use what's left to get this one done. There we go. DRS. Will Devon defend the line? Yes, he will. We're going to go to the inside anyways though and force our way through. Outbraking quite nicely there. He's going to get the cut back, I think. Yes, he will. But we'll still traction up nicely and stay ahead. And that should do the trick. So P8 for us. We could probably get Kvyat on the last lap, and that would be a decent P7.
This is your final lap of the race.
Last lap. Let's get this one done on Kvyat and secure a P7. Nice and tidy through there, through the slow section. Keep the car nice and tight through the banking. There we go, use that camber. And now I'm just going to drain the rest of the battery to get past the AlphaTauri. To be fair, I've got just about enough ERS. Kvyat is out as well, to be fair, so here we go. Bottas wins it. Kvyat doesn't defend too hard. And we are through and into P7. Let's make sure we get the car slowed down, which we do. And there we go. P6 in Australia, or P7 I believe, and P7 in China. Pretty decent points. And yet again, fastest lap. We'll take that. Decent.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Well, plenty to digest there, and a little bit ominous, wouldn't you say, seeing the two Williams teammates make contact again.
Things don't look stable between these two drivers, Crofty. They've barely been teammates 5 minutes.
That wheel bump, could that have been avoided, Ant?
Yeah, it looked like Ackerman was making a bit of a statement to me. He's certainly not given Jackson any room.
A sign of things to come? Well, for their sakes, let's hope not. That wraps things up here in China. Until next time. And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Casper, what the hell was that? You nearly put me out the entire race. Bumping wheels like that, you could have put us both into the barrier. Casper, come on, man.
I have to make a phone call.
Casper! Ackerman!
Mum, cancel the TV subscription. The entertainment is right here.
Oh, come off it. Do you really have nothing better to do?
Right now? No. And why would I want to miss this? You two are like characters in a badly written sitcom. He wanted your lot to sign Ricardo, you know. Ask anyone.
What do you mean?
The paddock talks, mate. And so did Ackerman. Should have heard him last season. He didn't care who he talked to, and he was always going off on one about you. He tried to stop them from signing you. He didn't want to play babysitter.
Oh, he did he?
Everyone knows. Have you not seen the way that people look at you? We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. Chin up.
Well, there we go then, guys. That is it for now. That is all I'm allowed to show you. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and a little preview to Breaking Point. And I've got to say, I am very impressed. I'm not saying that because I've been given the game early or nothing like that. This is actually very, very sick, very detailed, and I personally love it. So big fan so far. And I wasn't expecting much. I wasn't a big fan 2 years ago with the story mode, but this seems to have taken a big step up. So I am very keen to see where this goes. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it from me here today. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Like I said, starting on the 12th of July, we're going to be pumping out that content absolutely daily. And yeah, please, like I said before, hit the like button. It really helps me out. I've recorded this video today in 36-degree heat in Spain, so I would appreciate a like rating at the least. But anyway, guys, enough waffling. Thank you for watching. Check out 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them, and I'll see all of you next time for some more F1 2021 content.